Welcome to PHP class. Today we are going to see about the basic introduction to PHP. So we have web server, history, PHP introduction, some of the strings, basic PHP syntax, comments, variables, constants, and data types, operators, and conditional statements. So we have web servers as well as we have a client. So PHP is a server-side scripting language. So we can write and run code and run in the server, and client will be responding back. So client is a program, and as well as a server is a program. So client program has to send a request to server program. This server program will respond back. So example, whatever the content requested by the client, this will be delivered by the server. So we need to follow some basic steps to connect with the server. So client and server first need to develop a connection. The next step is the first client has to make a request. And if the server is available, it will be giving back whatever the requested service by the client side. So third step is server has to respond with the requested data, whatever data may be. Maybe client requesting for some image data, maybe requesting for a single Word file or any PDF file or any kind of service that is delivered by the server. So client is important as well as server is important. To work with the server, the client is first step to make a request. Then only the server will be replying back. So the web content, the web client, always we use the browsers. Example, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Firefox. So all these are the clients of any technology. If you take to run any application, these are the clients available. And server, we have different servers. Example, IIS, Internet Information Server, Apache is a server, Tomcat is a server. There are different servers available. So we want to understand, first thing is we have a client and we have a server. Client will request for a service and the server will respond back whatever the service is requested by the client. So you need to understand about web server. So already I told you, web server is a program that is responsible for accepting a request from the client. So web content, there are different types. Example, there is one type called MIME type. So multipurpose internet mail extension. So whenever we request a service, whenever we want any data from this internet, all this data are transferred in the format of MIME type. So example are, when you ask for a HTML page, it is text but in the form of HTML, as well as if you want any images, that is in the image form, that is in the format of JPG, PNG, all these are. So all these content are delivered in the process of MIME type. So there are two different content. One is static content, another is dynamic content. So today's web technology is mostly working based on these two types of content. So static content, which is delivered, stored in the server without any changes. So dynamic content, which is delivered from the server, which is not stored in the server. So to understand any more details, so if you know the gold rate, yesterday's rate is different and today's rate is different. Maybe tomorrow's rate will be different. So yesterday's rate, today's date, tomorrow's rate. So all these rates are not static, which means the rate will be changing every day. So that is an example for a dynamic content. So when I request for a particular content which is not delivered as it is in the server, it is delivered updated version of yesterday's detail or today's detail.